What's up, everybody? Let me get a mic check. If you're out there and you're hearing me, let me know. Welcome to Gulfport. We're gonna take a little walking tour, show you some of the sights around sunset. This is probably the closest waterfront area to where I live. It's a nice, relaxing vibe here. Everybody's very chill. It's mostly residential. There's no hotels. It's just bed and breakfast and that sort of inn type vibe. This is the community center, and that vehicle, of course, is a nice community transit bus they have for all their recreational programs. To the right is one of many condominium complexes that outline this particular waterfront area. Many of them are 55 and up communities. Here they have a nice basketball court. There's quite a few pickup games, and they also have what's very popular in this area, a nice skate park. And this one's usually pretty well attended, so we might get some good footage of some nice trickery. I see two people are on here. Hello, whoever you are. I'm not seeing the chat this evening. I failed to get something initiated. But hopefully you guys see the neat Monroe Street Players watermark now that I've added. Ooh, fun and exciting. This body of water that's in front of me is Boca Ciega Bay, by the way. It's an inlet of the Gulf. Hey, Joe. Chat window did start to work. What do you know? Welcome to Gulfport. We're about 6 miles from my house. I usually bike here on my Sunday ventures. Can you see the watermark, Joe? Yep, that's it, Joe. In the bottom corner. Is it in the bottom right of your screen? Oh, doggo. Doggo. Excellent. I learned something today. Maybe I have to do a quick 5-minute live stream tomorrow with the D'Antonis and my sister. That would be pretty funny. The weather's great. It's like 81 degrees, so everyone's out taking advantage of it. So involving them is kind of definitely be fun for certain. Uh-oh. Oh, so close. Woo. So as I walk around to get closer to the downtown part, I'm gonna tell a little story on here. Not sure who's gonna see it or hear it, but I just want to get it out of my mouth now to prevent all the haters in the future that might decide to come at me from the left, the right, the forward, or the backwards. I have two pretty good friends that I've met over the years from following YouTube channels. One by the name of Roy Frederick and another by the name of Sin City Manny. I won't disclose Manny's full name out of protection of the innocent or guilty. Ha ha ha. And some people might say, oh, Century, he's coming along to be a copycat. He's made all these friends with all these people and now he wants to capitalize and make all kinds of money and start another channel and tap into that. And I want nothing of that part. The simple port of this channel and why it exists is to cross-pollinate my band. All I'm going to show on this channel is local things from my point of view in the Florida area, or where I go, minus the state of Nevada, and band related stuff. So any haters or any people that want to talk garbage now, it will be documented on this video. Ha ha ha. There's haters everywhere.
Nice meeting you. Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
I do know Mark, but that's a different level because I haven't broken bread with him and that sort of thing. And I can also assure everyone, you will never see a live stream from this camera ever in Las Vegas. That is not my area. Unless my band ever gets booked out there. Yeah, Mark and I chat from time to time on the on Instagram. Yeah, we have a bunch of pictures together, Joe. Probably 3 or 4, Z and I with him. Z and I seem to run into him all the time. Now these volleyball courts are usually packed. Of course, it's a little later. 3 or 4 games at a time. They have a lot of tournaments here and that sort of thing, so it's a pretty cool spot. Show you guys why I'm torn between this place and Florida. So this area I'm walking up to is the Gulfport Casino. If you watched any of the coverage for the recent hurricane that hit in the northern area of Florida, this picture was all over the national news. This dock was all flooded and there was a boat derelict to the side and whatnot. So I'm not sure how far or how repaired this is going to be, but we will find out. This area is a nice popular mooring area. Of course, you see all these sailboats will come in off the Gulf and stay here for the weekend, sometimes just for the night if the wind is out of control. And there's a bit of a cool front coming through, but I'm not sure how bad the winds are offshore. But on a craft like that, anything more than 15 knots, you really don't want to be in the Gulf in that thing, bumping around, trying to sleep. If you're trying to travel overnight, you're better off coming in this area and just hanging. So let's go explore and see how further we can get up into this area. Looks like there may be a wedding at the Gulfport Casino. See a bunch of folks dressed in white.
Look at they're in our house. They're behind our house on the dock. Come on. Oh, there. You gotta go see Mamie. Come on, you gotta go get Mamie.
about that sunset. Is that a shot? What's up, Fine Arctic America, Broer Frederick? Ha ha ha. Over there is the Don Cesar. Let's see if I can get, oh, there it is. Let's see if we get it close up here. That building that sort of resembles a castle, there's the Don Cesar. I think it was built in the late 1800s. Very extravagant hotel. So a little bit. I have to say I'm pretty impressed by what this camera does in this light, because it's actually much darker than it appears on my phone. Apparently this must be the second section that got destroyed, because this is brand new wood I'm walking on. It's a little crooked at the end there. I think they got the beams off a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't look very square. The fishing pier is loaded. We're gonna head over there next. No, you're right, Joe, it doesn't. So I love riding my bike down here on a Sunday morning. And hey, I'll sit by the water and listen to music for a couple hours and hop on the bike and ride home. And this is the downtown area. We'll walk around in a little bit. I'll show you some of the shops, and there's some of the little bars and that sort of thing. The fishing pier. Sadly, the water in here is usually pretty shallow, so I've never seen anyone have any sort of luck here. Minus little bait fish. It's a fun place to take the kids. Alright, so the second part of story time tonight has to do with the band. A lot of people will ask at gigs, well, how did you guys get together? What's Monroe Street? Where's the Monroe Street Players? We don't get it. So here you go. Back in 2005, there was these two guys that worked together at a company. I'm going to use a pseudonym for one of the guys. We're going to call him Edgar. And your beloved Century, your warm, fuzzy, belovable drummer. They worked together for a long time, and they talked a lot about music. They were both aficionados, went to a lot of happy hours after work, had a lot of beers, this and that, and got to talking to the fact that I was a drummer in a heavy metal band during my college years and DJ'd in some nightclubs and that sort of thing. And why don't you play the drums anymore? Well, Edgar, I don't own a drum set right now. Oh man, you should get a drum set, man. We should jam. Because Edgar was a bassist actually, and he had played some guitar, so that's what led him to his love of music. And I kept denying it. I don't want to spend the money. I'm not really into it. I had taken about 8 or 10 years off from playing the drums, from working and life getting in the way. So he kept twisting my arm. Finally, one day, Edgar goes, I got you. We're at lunch. He goes, I go, what do you mean I got you? He goes, I went on Craigslist, found this guy. I'm meeting him after work. He's selling me a drum set for 75 bucks. What are you doing Sunday? I go, 75 bucks? What? Huh? Okay. So he goes and picks up the drum set. I go to his house and we jam. Had some fun. Jammed a couple other times. He had a friend that he knew through an old roommate by the name of Andre Mack, who happened to play guitar. He came by one time. We all jammed on that piece of crap drum set, which it was an absolute piece of garbage, up in Hudson in Edgar's dining room. And that was the formulation of our first project, which was called the Funky 3. And all the Funky 3 was an excuse to smoke some, drink some, and hang out. Andre was already playing in a band pretty much full-time called Buffalo Strange. Had been on the regional circuit. They had played New Orleans, some private gigs in California, and a lot of the Bay Area that we're in right now during those times. And when he had time off, we'd get together and jam and have fun. We turn on the recorder. Between the three of us, over the course of, I would say, a good 15 years of jamming together, we probably have 5,000 hours of digital recording, song ideas, jams, all kinds of stuff. Well, fast forward to modern era, yours truly gets divorced. Nothing else going on in my life, no kids, no anything. Decide that I want to push music to the next degree. I get an instructor, start studying drums, jazz, drumming, and working on my hands and that sort of thing. And proceeding forward, start working on a show, a full book of music to play. Andre steps up to the plate. I have no problems getting the things together, even the tricky songs. We picked out some Steely Dan stuff, which is, if you know anything about the texture of those guys and their writing, it's very obtuse, very difficult voicings, very challenging patterns. It's just the name of the game with those guys. So we were able to eclipse those milestones and get everything accomplished. But unfortunately, Edgar wouldn't practice. Edgar wouldn't invest in a tuner. Edgar, every time we challenged him to get something done, would generally have some excuses. If we'd work on a structure of a song, Edgar would always say, oh man, I'm just feeling it this way, I'm just feeling it this way. We would implore Edgar, hey, in the middle of a 16-bar phrase, you can't change keys magically and not tell anybody. Oh yeah, but I was just feeling it that way. No, you can't throw a minor in the middle or flat a note without everybody knowing, or it's a train wreck. So years of doing that and getting arguments and everything else, we finally decided our fate was going to be we were going to have to replace Edgar if we wanted to make any money and get anywhere with this program. Now go back to the story at the beginning. Now I worked with Edgar all the time for the course of almost 15, 16 years. We switched companies, but we still maintained a friendship, all of us together, for many years through the jamming. Well, after enough arguing and that sort of thing, Edgar kind of got butthurt through the process, and finally we just had enough and started auditioning people. Finally, through my drumming instructor, we were lucky enough to run into Dave Maurer, who happened to have a minor in music, a partial degree, and that sort of thing, which made life dramatically easier to be able to discuss music and meet objectives that we needed. We had brought along a keyboardist that we had brought back when Eric was still, or with Edgar was still with us, so I just slipped up there. And when Edgar was with us, we had, like I said, we had worked up with another keyboardist for a little while, so that was we had him already going, so it wasn't long before we were able to get some gigs. We had lucked into a promoter that Andre had known right out of the gate, so we ended up skipping a lot of the garbage and ended up right on the center stage at Sparkman Wharf and some other pretty sizable areas in our in our locale, which kind of put us ahead of a few other bands and that sort of thing, which we're very blessed. And so here we are today. Fast forward to today, unfortunately, Edgar doesn't return our phone calls. We've tried to get Edgar over to jam and, hey man, we're still friends, man. Just because the music thing didn't work out doesn't mean we want to hang out. Doesn't mean we want to be your friend. We're talking years of friendship down the toilet because you got butthole hurt because we asked you to practice and learn songs and you didn't want to do it. All you had to do was tell us at the beginning, hey man, you guys are way too serious for me. I just want to have fun. That's all this is about. I'm trying to hang out and just have fun. It would have been cool. But it never worked out that way, sadly. So out of this band, we ended up losing our friend Edgar, missing in action. And if it wasn't for Edgar, sadly, this band wouldn't exist because I wouldn't even started to play the drums yet and wouldn't even have had a drum kit to access, which of course I bought my own equipment eventually. So there's story time for you. And of course, out of the Funky 3, the band ended up turning into the Monroe Street Players, and here we are today. So there's a fun little story. We got a band, but we lost a friend. Kind of careful with the camera. These folks around here aren't used to the live streaming like many of our brethren are out west. So I'm not trying to piss people off. That's funny. I have to edit that because I did slip up on Edgar's name, so I have to do one little punch in somehow. We'll see how that goes. This formerly was a boat launch. Of course, that has been 86 now. This gimbal's being stupid. I don't have this high dollar gimbal, so it sometimes doesn't like to exactly go the way I want it to go, when I want it to go. Little manatee warning sign.
Okay, not over the water, please.
I got a hold of it. Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh my lord.
It's a very Southwest sort of palette in reality. Get a little zoom in here. There we go. Alright, be nice, gimbal. There we go. Oh, this is brand new. Wash table. That's amazing. With shade. Wow. That is fabulous. I will be using this for sure. I come back from offshore trips and have nowhere to clean my fish other than my buddy Billy's house. He will be so happy to know that this exists. Wow. That was the prior. It was unworkable. Hey, look. Any luck? Nah. Have a good one. How y'all doing? Y'all had any luck? Alright. Well, we got some people on YouTube, so hopefully y'all can be a little star. Get some fish. Oh, well, this just started. This for my band, so this is about 100. It's only been going like a week.
He took it, but it just happened to me too.
Oh, yeah. That's the candy right there. Greenbacks.
Where you just throw yours at? So he'll, I know the sun about to go down in about the next hour. We should be really catching something.
Sorry about that, guys. Crazy. Wind blew it all sideways. district. I hear a couple little live acts going on. I think they're mostly duos. They just ripped down one of the old places. It looks like something new is coming in. I know Maddie's was on TV I saw Fox News while the flood water was in. They were open with 3 feet of water on the inside of it. And this whole street was on TV, flooded out too. Shore Boulevard had a good 3 feet of water. And of course this pier that I'm on was underwater. Man, that was just a mild massage by the storm. Can you imagine if we got spanked directly? It would be Hurricane Katrina times 5. There's just no mistaking it. And of course, these are the exploratory crafts from the sailboats of all the people that are hanging out. Shout out Port Swing. You gotta love a community Port Swing. Right by the water. I'm gonna make a stop over here, and this is a perfect segue to next weekend. This is beautiful Gulfport Veterans Memorial Park. And next weekend for Veterans Day, yours truly and this group of motley fools that I have assembled entitled the Monroe Street Players will be performing at Bayboro Brewing on a multiple band bill to honor veterans in the Bay Area. The event will start, I believe, at 2 and wrap up at 10 p.m. All veterans that in attendance will drink for free all day long. And we thank you for your service. And even further, there will be food out the yin yang available for everyone to enjoy. This thing is going whack-a-doke. Coming up on the right is O'Maddy's. There is another location of O'Maddy's. For the life of me, I can't remember where it's at. Just completely brain farted on that, but it's a fun place. Fun drinks, good environment. Curbside, tableside, backside, it's all good. Pretty awesome drink specials.
Gulfport's finest, baby. Coming to you live. Hey, keep cruising. Hey, what's up? Woo-hoo.
Gulfport! Hell yeah!
Another good night. What is it, Saturday? Me and my guy right here. What's your name?
I'm Century.
Century?
Yeah,
That's
Century.
a cool name, man.
Thanks, man. Good to meet you.
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm local. I'm out here to promote for my band. So you two with the Road Street Players.
Y'all come out to Old Maddie's, come have a good drink. Cheap drinks, good food.
Hell yeah, you can't beat it. Woo! Hey, y'all have a good night. Like I said, Gulfport's pretty super dope. Oh, I hear a sound check.
Felix.
I hear a sound check. We might be back. Oh yeah, I do hear the bass drum and subwoofer. We will perhaps be coming back. Huh? Yeah, be a U-turn here. See what's up with this here. Let's go scoop out the music. Alright. Am I gonna get... Well, I get spanked by the copyright guys on this one. About to find out.
Okay, there it is. Right here, Gulfport.
Whoa, you out there trolling?
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause everyone's got a
Copyright strike. Let me get out of here, Mr. Copyright. 'Cause that's gonna be a copyright strike. Let me get out of there before I get a copyright strike. Copyright tonight, copyright tonight. I don't want a copyright strike tonight. I think I might be safe now. It just sounds like some distorted reverb. That was pretty badass. That guy was doing everything. He was looping the keyboard part, playing the drums, singing, and had some kind of backing track for some of the melody parts. Bravo, that's more than I could ever coordinate simultaneously. So hats off to that guy. No idea who it was. But I might be safe from a copyright strike. Woohoo! Not that it matters, but I might as well get in the practice of running like hell from it. This place got devastated by the flooding. Used to come here with my girlfriend Z when she was in town. Spend some time here. The rooftop is pretty fun. It has an awesome view. And this is the bar inside. Oh yeah, if it recognizes it, most definitely. Especially if they play it in the actual key, where it matches the sine wave, which is what the algorithm is looking at. It's just matching the characteristics of the sine wave and the timbres of the notes. So once I do get monetized, I have a licensure agreement where I have to go through, once the strike happens, I have to enter all the songs in, and then it takes about 2 days to upload back to the YouTube algorithm, and then 40% of the revenue goes to original musical artists. So it's kind of a whack thing, but it's legit. I had to fill out a W-9 and all kinds of crap for it, so. But if I can get past it, then I don't have to give out 40% of the loot. This is the downtown gift shop district that we're walking through here. And then this is the other side of Caddy's. You used to have this nice spiral staircase, which used to lead up to the awesome rooftop area. Not sure what their open date is going to be for them to return to fruition. That sounds like a wagon wheel coming up on my left somewhere there. I don't think I want to get near that one either. Probably get spanked by, oh, who the hell does that song? Hootie. I can't even think of the guy's real name right now, but probably get a spankage, especially because it sounds like this guy's not playing it a half step down. Yep, that is correct. We run from that wagon real quick, like. And most of the time when you get hit by covers, it's by the music publisher, because technically you have to license it within a mechanical license to perform the song. It doesn't really have to do much with the original artist or that sort of thing. So It just depends on how aggressive things are. Nowadays, Sony, BMG, and I forget who the other one is, owns just about everything. All the back catalogs are sold, so the mechanical rights are sniffed out very, very quickly by YouTube. There you go, Darius Rucker. And I should know, I've had to play that song painfully in I don't know how many bands. I'm smelling some good garlic bread or Italian food coming up here. There are a few really nice restaurants up here coming up in this area. Slow my roll a little bit here. Chin Cocina. Benvenute a mia. Oh, I can't even do it anymore. Benvenute alla mia cocina. There we go.
Yeah, our first bill was going to be like 9:15.
Thank you.
Yes, yum. There you go, there's a free plug. YouTube.
YouTube. So can we get in your video?
You can.
So
Not close up.
I don't know, just like a Gulfport thing.
Yeah, actually it's a band promotion thing. So I'm with a local band called the Monroe Street Players. So we're live streaming to promote the band and that sort of thing. Here.
Okay, yeah. So what do you do for the band?
I'm the drummer.
What? I used to drum. I
Awesome!
was a percussionist from first grade to 12.
Holy cow.
Thank you.
I started much late. I started in 7th grade, so you had quite the head start.
And then in college, well, high school, did a little band, and my grandfather brought me a 6-piece pearl set.
Oh.
Amazing. So yeah, did my early college thing in there, but now to this day, love drumming, love it, love it.
Here. Fell out of the bag.
They're good. They're really nice.
Here you go. We're on YouTube and Instagram.
Monroe. Okay, hey.
What?
We got Monroe.
Oh.
Listen to Monroe.
Monroe
Come
Street
on.
Players.
There you go. Listen
Yes.
to them.
Thank you.
Love it. Yay.
Thank you, thank you. All right, you ladies have a wonderful evening. Geez, now I know why some of our friends have such a hard time, excuse me, passing out material and holding this camera at the same time.
Letters do not go out in the water.
Yes, do not go out in the water, especially in May. It's funny that that person said that you want to shuffle your feet because that is mating season for the stingray. And you do not want a barb through your foot. You don't even want a glancing blow. I've had a glancing blow before, and all I can enlighten that to is taking a Bic lighter, turning it on for like a minute, and then putting that metal part right on the bottom of your foot. Now there's a lot more of Gulfport to show, unfortunately. I'm already at an hour's time, so we're gonna soon wrap this up and head back to home base.
That's ridiculous. And what it was ridiculous.
I think maybe we'll go another 20. Follow the music. This is Gulfport Brewery here. Another very fun spot. If I didn't have to get up for an early flight tomorrow, I'd stop and have a cold one because they have a lot of tasty suds here and check out the performer, but unfortunately, that's not in the plan. Maybe we'll bring you guys back here someday and show you all a little bit of the Gulfport Brewery. Ubiquitous Tommy Bahama once again.
Yeah, so right now,
Turns in.
Oh my God. Is there anybody working in here? Service is horrible.
Yeah, it is kind of boo. If I was just flying out of Tampa, I'd do it, but I'm flying out of Orlando, so I have to drive 2 hours in the morning. Ugh. And I did last night's stream on an empty stomach, and I drank a little bit without any food. That is not a good recipe. And up on the left here is locales, and you want to come to Florida and enjoy some of this, this will be the first place to call. I can tell you that the very small homes in this area I'm at are about $395,000 for 1,100 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Ah, Pupster. Oh, it's all good. But there you go. Oh, Pupster number 2. Doggo! Oh, it's Doggo Alley. Here comes Doggo number 3. Doggo is chilling, Doggo! I don't know, I think I might have triggered one of them. Beach Quarters. And if you want to test it out, you can probably give these guys a call. Oh, I hear some blues. All right, watch out, Uber. Uber, Uber, Uber.
Yeah, but it's good.
When you gave your love, I didn't waste it. Honey, your love's only thing that keeps me on.
If you like what you've been seeing, of course, be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your dog, your cat, your frog, your lizard, even tell your fish if they'll listen. Make sure they tune in.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I'll stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Yes.
Get it.
Doggo! What's up, Dogster? What's up, bro?
How you doing, bro?
Chillin', chillin'.
Dude. Do what we do around here.
Hell yeah. Oh. Wanna say hi to everybody?
Say hey. Hey. Hey, fight. Oh, let me show you how I can itch my own butt.
Exactly.
They have a song. Let's go.
This gimbal is going crazy.
First and last are acapella. So first and last acapella with some djembe. Yeah, more djembe, man. We gotta mic that thing though.
Slip sliding away.
I'm still on the.
Come on, let's do it, dude.
Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. Is that it? Slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. But I know a man. He came from my hometown. He wore his passion for his woman like a pony crown. He said, "Good Lord, I live in fear. My love for you so overpowering, I'm afraid I will disappear." Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. But I know a woman who became a wife. These are the very words she used to describe her life. She said, "A good day ain't got no rain." She said, "A bad day is when I lie in bed and think of things that might have been." Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. I know a father who had a son. He longed to tell him all the reasons for the things he'd done. He came a long way just to explain. He kissed his boys, he liked sleeping, and he turned around and headed home again. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. God only knows, God makes a plan. The information unavailable to the mortal man. We're working our job collect our pay. Believe we're gliding down the highway, in fact we'll slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away.
Two djembe players.
You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right, we're gonna take a short break.
We're gonna take a little short
Before
We're
we
gonna
do
come back. We're gonna do some Grateful Dead when we come back.
thank God.
We are gonna do some Grateful Dead. I see my deadhead friends. I don't know if we can hear them. Deadhead. We're gonna do some. Okay, we're gonna get a beer first.
Okay, I gotta sing one little song for my granddaughter here. It's a short one.
Oh,
Well, Amelia, I know a girl named Amelia. They call her Mia. Yeah, Mia. Her name's Amelia. They call her Mia. She's got a little baby brother named Austin.
Oh my.
He likes to dance in his toes.
Oh my.
I wonder where we're going with the lyrics to this song. I don't think I know. I said Amelia, Amelia. They call her name Amelia. I said Amelia, Amelia. They call her name Amelia. Yeah.
what a tribute to his little granddaughter. That will be in short form in the next couple days. Most definitely. Very delicious Greek place, the Neptune Grill. More music coming up. We like music in Florida. The problem is that most of these places only want to hire duos and solos and not full bands like yours truly, which is why I'm out pounding pavement to promote my band. In hopes that people will see and recognize that real music exists in forms other than duos. Nice voice. Of course, there is the fine volleyball court from the other side. All set up for the summertime night games that usually are going off. Little action, I just saw a ball pop. There's usually another performer out in this. There's a little stage area over here to the right. And there's also an additional performer out there from time to time. No budget. They don't want to pay us $400 when they can pay those guys $300 or $600 or $800 for a full band, depending on what we charge and how long the venue is. but it's generally they can pay those folks 50% to 60% of what they would pay us, which is therein lies the problem. For instance, our show next weekend we're doing as a 3-piece and not a 4-piece for that exact reason. We can't afford to pay and play for lower dollars. Thankfully, we're only playing for an hour, so it's worth it, but we just can't pay the personnel. It's just not advantageous when we're already at a net loss. Gulfport, despite being a little town, has their own police department too, so that's one of their finest. Oh. There's the J-Dubs. Ain't even gonna go looking that way. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along for this fun journey through Gulfport. We didn't get through the whole area. There was quite a bit of downtown that I chopped off just due to time constraints, and quite a few venues that we'll stop and spend some time at in future videos. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend. There'll be some live streams coming soon and some other fun band stuff, and with any luck there'll be a live stream from the Veterans Day show next weekend for those of you who aren't local. So take care, be blessed, everybody.